Continuing our series of an overview of an FDCPA lawsuit, today I want us to talk about the actual filing of the lawsuit, or what is known as the complaint. Now, the complaint is a legal document that lays out a couple things. It lays out what you say the facts are. In other words, what did this debt collection agency do to you? And it also lays out the legal claim. So, did the debt collector violate the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Alabama state law, Telephone Consumer Protection Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act? In other words, what is it that we say that the collector did, both factually and also from a legal standpoint? Now, what happens is this gets filed into court, and there are two options. One is to file in state court, and the other is to file in federal court. Generally, we file in state court, even though we know, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but even though we know the defendant will normally remove or take the case from state court to federal court. But we file in state court for a number of reasons, one of which is to include all the discovery. And we'll talk about that in an upcoming video, exactly what discovery is. But include the discovery with the lawsuit. So those are things such as interrogatories, questions that have to be answered, requests for production of document. Those are requests where the defendant has to give us documents, what are known as requests for admissions, where we ask the defendant, we want you to admit or deny each of these very specific points, and then deposition notices. And in state court, we can put all that with the complaint. And if the case is not removed, then that discovery becomes due. If it is removed, then it becomes due a little bit later, but it's still there waiting for the defendant, and they know they have to answer it. But going back to the complaint, those are our allegations, and that is what is the starting point of the actual lawsuit. Now, in our next video, we'll talk about how the defendant gets served, and then ultimately we'll talk about how the defendant answers or responds to your lawsuit that you have filed. Hope this has been helpful, and if you have any questions and you live in Alabama, you can call us at 205-879-2447. And my name is John Watts. You can also go to our website, alabamaconsumer.com, or our blog, alabamaconsumerlawblog.com. Thank you very much.